They should change Obi-Wan's scream in episode 4 to that. My fucking tomatoes! And then all the sand people run away. Hey everybody, welcome back to the PixelJunkies podcast.
Hey!
Brand new year.
It is a brand new year.
2017.
Yeah.
Christmas all wrapped up, New Year's all wrapped up.
Hang on, let me check the feed here.
Shrug that.
See. Oh.
Shrug that terrible year off.
Died.
Oh yeah.
No,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Now they're all gone. We don't have anything else to lose.
Yeah. Can you imagine? It's like we killed every celebrity so that we don't have anything else to lose. That makes sense to me. I got a story to tell you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because we were talking about this right before the podcast. So I'm enjoying a lovely Rickards White that my friend Aaron provided for me.
I did.
It's very good. Oh yeah, what are we playing?
Oh, we're playing Hitman, the new one.
Okay.
I'm just messing around in it.
Anyway, we're this is way back in the day. I'm playing a role-playing game called Shadowrun, and we're setting up characters. None of us had ever played a role-playing game before, and in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have picked Shadowrun because it is literally the most complicated one out there. Like, there's no more complicated game than Shadowrun.
There isn't? In
terms of pen and paper, because there's a lot of rules, and it's used as a D6 dice pool system, and it's just like you know how in D&D you roll
87 D6.
Kind of, yeah.
Did they not realize how ludicrous that is?
Well, the problem is it's good for role playing and for non-combat skills, but it makes it bogs combat down. So I would have made a hybrid system between a D20 and a D6 system, but whatever. The point is, we're setting up characters. I'm at my friend's house. There's 8 of us, half of which would drop out in the second game, because just for reasons. And I'm on one end of a long dining room table. I put my drink down on the table, and my friend says, Adam, can you come around to me and help me out? And I said, yeah, sure. She had some question about some nonsense or another about the game. So I go around to literally the other end of the table, sit down. The friend who's hosting, whose house this is, sits down where I was just at, on the north side of the table, I'll say, puts her laptop down next to my drink, knocks my drink onto her laptop, and then starts yelling at me. And she's like, Adam, look what you did! And I'm like, pardon me? And she's like, you ruined my laptop! And I'm like, but you knocked the drink. You put the laptop down next to the drink. And she's like, no, you ruined it. Anyway, it was a big fight, and everybody was like, calm down, Adam didn't do anything. It was your own stupid fault. Anyway, that's stupid. Yeah, it was. It was quite an interesting day. And she was seriously gonna be I'm gonna make you pay for this. And I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, that's
I felt like going up to her laptop. I was like, here, let me fix it.
This bend the screen back up around it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
It was a tablet, right? Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why I don't like putting drinks in laptops.
Did that happen over the holidays?
No, that happened 5-6 years ago.
Oh, but over the holidays, right?
It was actually close to Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to bring it back around.
Well, I mean,
just like your screen.
You're doing it you're doing it organically. So.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice Christmas, Aaron?
It was all right. Pretty solid.
Yeah. I had a nice Christmas
solid
as well.
Christmas. What did Mr. Claus get you?
Ooh, she's got nice leggings on. Ooh. Actually, they're not leggings. Fuck her.
Fuck her, you say? All right, I'll just.
Well, not actually.
Hey, babe,
just.
I want to go back to the place that the agency that I'm working for that I'm not supposed to tell you about rented for me. Oh, okay, bye.
Shit. His first interaction with somebody is now when you get out in the field, 47, don't let anybody know that you're a spy. Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, okay, yeah.
What are you taking a picture of?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You left your luggage on the plane. I'm a spy.
Fuck, I'm not supposed to tell you that. Damn it. Why did they hire someone with Tourette's?
Anyway, Mr. Claus brought me a new watch. Which I'm wearing currently.
Sweet.
I got a a new desk chair.
Sweet, I gotta get me one of those also.
Yeah, you really.
Yeah.
Mine's really good. I thought the bird just flew through the window like.
Yeah, maybe.
He got me a new tripod for my camera. And by new, I mean a tripod for my camera. I have not previously owned one. And that's and he got me a new dress shirt. And I got like games and books and movies and stuff.
It's alright to validate that it's a new and not pre-owned.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What did he bring you?
You get books before the book tax went up?
Yeah. Well, I bought like 5,000 books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a book tax now in Newfoundland because apparently fuck literacy.
Well, I don't know if other places in the world are like it, but for a long time our books were exempt from like sales tax, right?
Yeah.
And now they're not because we're all poor.
Yeah, but don't tax books.
Why not?
Why? Because just don't tax something else. Not video games either.
Well, yeah, I guess tax things that I don't own.
Tax quads.
I don't read books, so
Tax
books.
quads and Canadian.
Tax.
Molson Canadian.
Yeah, if you're gonna tax the illiterate, tax quads. Yeah, so there you go. What did he bring me? He brought me a new HOTAS, a joystick.
HOTAS, is that what? That's one of the
Elite.
Egyptian gods. Pretty sure
Yep.
they summoned that in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
I choose you, HOTAS. Which is not what they say in Yu-Gi-Oh at all.
Yep, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I can't see my mini-map because the tripod is in the way.
Ooh, that guy had a shotgun.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just standing here
Also,
with my shotgun.
I'm just going to check the computer because I don't think I'm recording. I mean, I should be, but... Okay. Yeah.
That's good. That's professional.
It's been like... Well, I mean, it's been like 3 weeks. I forgot how to do everything.
Oh, okay.
And apologies for no special last week because we forgot to do one. That's how professional we are here.
Was there no special last week?
No, there wasn't. You didn't watch it because there wasn't one.
Oh, yeah. Because there was no special today for us.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
It's not that we forgot to record it. We just didn't want to because it's the holidays. And I'm busy enough as it is.
Yeah. Man, go check it out. There you go.
He gets a little down over the stairs. It's just off the idea. He was like, I don't know what anything is. You just hear like, yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, it's pretty audible, so it's kind of.
Have you ever tried to choke somebody out? Like I haven't, but I'm assuming that there would be.
Aw, there was an axe here. I could have thrown that at him.
Oh, there we go.
And nobody saw it. Perfect.
He was like, "What? Didn't Dave go in to investigate what that noise was?" I was like, "Yeah, I wonder how it was going on." There's a
massive blood spot on the floor.
I guess Dave's not coming back. No.
And I need that disguise. And I can put this away.
Yeah,
so brought me HOTAS, brought me a couple games, and the main gift that I got was Mom got me tickets to the Montreal Grand Prix this year. Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
That is pretty cool.
Oh, feces. Hurry up. Hurry up. My target's right there. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Not doing nothing.
Just put a grenade in the golf balls and
maybe, Adam, maybe. We'll find out. Anyway, yeah, so I was pretty fucking excited about that. I mean, that's a pretty cool gift.
Yeah.
Not
So
something
when
I would
is
have
it?
expected to get as a gift, really.
Yeah.
The Grand Prix is in June, so that's when I'll be going there.
So how long are you gone for?
5 days.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. We're going the day before the practice starts, which is a Friday. And then it's practice Friday, qualifying Saturday, and then race on Sunday, and then the following. I think Monday is when we're coming back. So that's pretty sweet.
That is
we
pretty
went
cool.
we went in 2011, and it was an awesome time. And I guess Mom enjoyed it enough to commit to going to it again, which is cool because it's like basically 3 days of motorsport, which is awesome. Oh,
Is that what you did? You actually put a...
I put an explosive golf ball on this thing.
Oh.
I didn't do it. Don't worry. I didn't. Don't look at me. Didn't do anything. Not me. Yep. Anyway, so that's what I got. So what else? I guess
I
how was
did
your
get one cool thing I should mention. This was like a stocking stuffer, but I got one of those like infrared like laser keypads.
infrared
You know what I
laser
mean?
keypad?
So like
For
you
what?
put it down and it projects a keypad. And you can like type it out.
Oh, okay,
And it
yeah.
connects
Okay.
to the
I thought
Bluetooth
you meant
speaker.
like something like for a safe or whatever.
No.
Oh.
But yeah, I can see what you mean. All right, well everybody resume duties. Just
Yeah.
someone get a mop.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these games they're fun. They're not super realistic,
No.
and that's kind of what makes them fun.
Yeah.
It's like there's a set pattern. If you miss someone doing something once, they'll do it again eventually.
Yeah.
And sudden noises or opening doors, all that kind of thing, don't really set people off. Because otherwise, it'd be super annoying. The only thing that makes things like really difficult in this is some of the contracts you can't save. Like the normal story missions you can save, but user created ones and elusive targets you can't. Because this game does a thing where every week or every second week, I think they add a new target, and it's one that you can only try once. Like you can try it multiple times, but once you start triggering events for basically your mission, you can't save, and you can't restart.
Okay, so you're committed.
Yeah. So you basically have one opportunity to kill the target.
One opportunity to be forgot. Mom's vomiting on a sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I don't know.
Yeah. And
Why does that? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why does that guy keep like the gardener keep coming and looking at me, then taking out a pipe wrench and doing this?
Oh, I'm haunted. I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Arresting!
Didn't do it. Don't worry about it. Not me. Damn it. They're not gonna load.
Like that.
Yeah. So, is that keypad thing? Is that for your laptop or?
Well, it's for my phone, but I mean it's a cool little gadget. But
so does
like,
it clip onto your phone? How does that work?
no, it connects via Bluetooth, and it's just like so I can have like my phone like.
Is it like
across
this
the room.
big? Is it like a big friggin' box? Like, oh, let me just
No,
whip
it's
out my
about,
keyboard.
I have it on me. It's about the size of a new one of the new iPod Nanos, just a little bit thicker. So it's like this big and maybe this thick.
Okay.
So
Right on.
it's not bad. But here's the thing: I can't imagine a situation where I would have access to that and my phone, but not be able to use my phone's keypad. You know, like not
Yeah.
be able to use it. So it's a neat little
Oh,
party.
yeah, I guess it's more for the convenience of being able to use a quotes full keyboard or whatever
Yeah.
instead of because sometimes phone keyboards are annoying
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But
And there's not really a very super secure wall there.
yeah, it's a shitty old Italy. Don't worry about it.
Shitty old.
It's a shittily.
Shitty. That's actually what they're gonna call it now.
Yeah. And so while you're on the vein of that technology, CES is ongoing right now. It's
Oh,
like
yeah?
the annual
Oh yeah.
big fuck off tech convention.
So how many smart cars drove in the holes in the road? And speaking of holes in the road, can I just very briefly, the roads in this city are worse than ever. God damn it!
Very local complaint.
But seriously, every time we because only our friends watch this. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The only thing in the road, or like what they do is there's a pothole in the road. They don't fill it. They just put a sign next to it. So you have a lane of traffic blocked off because there's a sign in the middle of the road. It's telling you to avoid some big fuck off massive pothole.
Yeah.
Like there's some roads that have like 3 or 4 in the space of like maybe 100 meters. And it's just like, come on, repair the roads.
Yeah,
what are you
no,
paying you
awful.
for?
Paying them to do nothing. Paying them to do nothing. They just fucking put a sign on the road and then leave it for 8 months. And then the day it starts snowing, they're like, boys, we gotta get on that. Start laying the asphalt down. Start patching up them holes.
Yeah.
Save again. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awful. And they also like expanding the roads a lot. So they shut down the existing lane just to make it another lane wider, and then that's shut down for 3 years.
Yeah. Plus, they keep adding in more stoplights. Like, oh my god, I put a stoplight here. It's like, why? We're on a single lane.
Yeah, it's awful actually. Like the road that used to go by our house, or I guess my house. Well, I was referring to like people who live here, but it used to just be like a friggin' road. It was fine, but then they decided to put a side road that almost nobody uses throughout the run of the day based on the traffic of the actual physical main road. Like, oh, let's put a traffic light there. So it's like now if you want to get out in the morning, you basically need to cut somebody off who's waiting at a light because the traffic is lined up down to fucking CBS.
It's because everybody for about 40 minutes away from St. John's works in St. John's. Like, oh, we gotta get in there so we can afford our quiet.
Yeah, it's fucking atrocious.
Ugh.
Oh.
And the drivers in the city are the worst. They're like, all right, I need to get into that spot, and we're going. And it's just like driving cars out of the way. And
I love the idea of subduing a guy who was mid-vomit, but then he doesn't keep vomiting. It's like, where does that vomit go? Is it just like go to his stomach and then come out his anus? You like acid burns on your anus?
Yeah. Chokes on his own vomit.
Yeah.
Speaking of choking on vomit, I played Gears of War 4, and I beat it the other day because I got it for Christmas.
Gears of War, Adam, come on.
So for Christmas, I asked. I'm not being ungrateful, but for Christmas, I asked for the Uncharted 4 is my first choice, and then I said either Mafia 3 or Skyrim Enhanced Edition or Special Edition, whatever they're calling it.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, okay, and I got Gears of War 4. So I'm like, okay. I got Uncharted 4 and Gears of War 4, and I'm like, well, all right. So I gave it a go. It's just
It's
Yeah,
so you finished it,
actually,
right?
it's actually really interesting to play because it's like a look back in time to what game design was like between 2000 and 2006, if that makes sense. Because Gears of War, the first Gears of War came out in 2006, and this feels basically the exact same. And I'm not saying that that's bad, but I've never been a huge fan of Gears of War because it's all like, because when I'm running, I feel like a refrigerator, like a meaty refrigerator, like.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it too, because when you run, it's like super distracting.
And they also run way too fast for how much they have on.
But you don't like you run fast, but you can't turn, so you're like scooting along the ground, but you're running crouching, so it's like you're doing this like weird like crouch run, and you can't turn. Like any other game, like humans can turn on a dime. I've seen them do it. And this one you gotta take like wide arcs or slow down. And
I guess that I mean I know some games can do it, but it is a byproduct of the medium when you're using a little joystick to turn.
I guess, but just turn now. Okay, look, you did it instantly. In Gears, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, well, it's like some games, like this game allows you to just go full circle, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you can't do that in
fine.
Gears.
Yeah, I guess, but I guess it also depends on like the stockiness of the character.
Well, maybe you don't have your character so stocky.
Because if they just spin around in a very tight circle, it looks like they're just. It looks wrong, you know.
Anyway, I don't really like any of the characters in. I didn't like any of the characters in Gears of War, and I really don't like any of the characters in Gears of War 4, except for Marcus, because the other characters made me appreciate kind of how funny of a character he is, except he isn't, but it's fine.
Yeah, like in this game, doesn't he look like he's gray hair and old and stuff, but doesn't he still look young?
Oh yeah. He's got the physique of a 20-year-old, but with gray hair. I'm like, okay. The police! I'm looking for Yoshi.
Yeah, well, you don't be down here then.
Anyway, there's one part in the game where you're in Marcus's house, and you're getting attacked by the military, and the military's sending in these drones, and it's like I can't here. Let me try and do the Marcus voice, like, quick, everybody get to the greenhouse. So you go to the greenhouse, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, we should be safe in here from the cog. And then all of a sudden, cog robots stop dropping in because apparently 20 years after the apocalypse, we're back up to robots, but whatever. And they start dropping. It's like, oh, they're gonna destroy my fucking tomatoes. And I died twice. Because I died, spawned in, and died because I was laughing so hard at that line. It's like,
Fucking laugh.
he's like, they're gonna destroy all my fucking tomatoes.
Why? Why does he have tomatoes?
I don't know. And then I found a document later on that was just things to do in the house, and it was like, clean the gutter, clean out the gutter, paint the walls, what else? You know, just
Can
just
you
stuff
actually
like that.
do it?
No,
Does it
and
make
then
it-
one of them
oh.
was plant tomatoes, and that was the one thing he had done. So I guess that was the one thing he could take pride in. It was like, oh man,
Oh.
tomatoes.
Well,
Oh man, good.
it's not great with a controller. Yeah, it's so how long is the game for one?
Oh my god. Let's get into this issue, of which there are many. But first issue, this is one of the games where, okay, so you know how in like have you played
Oh.
Call of Duty 4, right?
Yes.
So you know how in Call of Duty 4, when they're like, all right, our objective now is to we got to get over to that building because, you know, Delta Squad is holed up there and we need to rescue them. And
Yeah.
you start on one side of the map and you fight through 2 buildings and then you get there. You get the Delta Squad. You
Yeah.
rescue them. In this game, it's like, all right, we need to get the Delta Squad. They're over stuck in that building. And like, okay, so first off, we're going to go through this building. Oh, wait, this building collapsed, so we got to go back out. Okay, now we're going to go down the street, except all the streets collapsed, so now we got to go into the sewer. Now we're in the sewer, now we got to find our way out, back up to the sewer. Oh, now we overshot the target, so we got to come back. Oh, no, there's a storm coming, so we got to get into shelter. Oh, no, the locusts are attacking. Get into that later. We gotta get back out. And it's like, oh no, we overshot. And it's like, oh no, Delta Squad. So we finally get to the building. It's like Delta Squad moved. And I'm like, God damn it! So then you go to the Delta Squad's new location. It's like, oh, they're up on top of the building. It's like, okay, go to the elevator. Elevator's not on. Okay, we gotta go turn on power. I was like, well, the power won't turn on. We gotta go turn on the generator. And it's just like, okay, well, why won't the generator turn on? It needs gas. All right, where's the gas? It's on the other side of town. So we go get the gas to turn on the generator, turn on the elevator.
Stop.
It's
You're raging me out here. I'm gonna rage.
So it just needlessly it needlessly lengthens the game because honestly I could think of a dozen sections the game could cut that would and the story would lose nothing. It would actually improve the story because it make it a tighter experience.
Yeah,
and the
except-
characters bring it up.
So they take like a 5-minute story and stretch it out into like 4 hours
Yeah.
or something. That's sweet.
It's actually close to like 12 hours. I think my playthrough clocked in
So it
at.
should have been 4 hours.
Yeah. But they're just like the characters even point this out to like they get to the Everest like and the Everest is like starts going. I was like, man, can't wait to get to the top of this building with the elevator. And they're just like, do you really think the elevator is going to bring us all the way? I'm like, no. And maybe just because you point that out, writer, doesn't mean that isn't
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you're clever. It means that oh man, we've noticed that we're shit programmers and shit designers.
This section isn't long enough. Can you make this longer?
Yeah. And so here's my second issue with the game. It's like tonally all over the place. Like the main characters each have so like there's the sassy character, there's the there's the sassy funny character, there's the daddy issues character, and then there's the like no nonsense like serious character. But each character has that personality and they just cycle them through. So like in one level Laura Bailey's character is the sassy character, and then the next one it's the black dude, and then the next one is Marcus's son. And I'm just like
Yeah,
really? And
I'm gonna say it's disappointing, but not really, because Scares of War games
they've
have
never had good plots.
Yeah. Well, they've never had plots.
Yeah. Well, okay. Fault number 3 that I have with this game. So you start off this game fighting cog army like like robots, and you're just like, all right, well maybe this is gonna be a game about you're playing as these like you're this band of rebels fighting against the government that you were working for in the last game, and oh man, they've reversed the roles kind of thing, and okay, that's interesting. And then about at the quarter mark of the quarter mark of the game, they find, oh man, he dodged that like a champ.
Yeah, a little bit.
At the quarter mark of the game, these creatures attack, and you got to try and like they attack this village and steal everybody in it, and they're like, I wonder what these creatures could be, and I'm like, well, they look like locusts, and they're using locust weapons, and they're using locust gear, and they come out of the ground like locusts, and they're all spawning from the location where we dumped all those locust bodies a couple of years back, and they want to kill humans just like locusts, and they have all the physical characteristics of locusts, and they're like, huh. And then later on, the big twist of the game is like, oh man, they're locusts, and I'm just like, what? It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that's so
I mean,
stupid.
it does, but it's all the characters are like, oh my god, they're locusts. I'm like, I figured that out fucking 18 firefights ago.
How did you not know it was them when you were fighting them?
I don't know, because they look exact. You know, like the locust grub, like the main.
Yeah,
soldier.
but I mean, like, wouldn't like if you're fighting elites in Halo, but the characters in the game are like, these aren't elites. You're like,
Well, to be fair, at this point, Marcus has been kidnapped, and you need to find him because Marcus will be like, it's the grubs. They're shooting up my fucking tomatoes.
why does he have tomatoes? Don't they live on another planet?
Yeah.
Why does he have tomatoes?
Speaking of that, so the planet in this game does a more effective job of hindering you than the goddamn enemies, because the amount of time where you're out in the open and they're like, storm's coming, and then this apocalyptic tornado tears through that's able to pick up buildings casually and just toss them, and then shoot lightning down. So you know in like in episode 2 when they're flying through the city and there's these big like sparking pylons of plasma that are like,
Yeah.
or in episode 1 where there's like the same thing when they go into like the Naboo generators that are somehow right next to the fucking hangars, because that makes sense. Anyway, they're right next to the hangars, and there's these like big like sparking like plasma like lines. That's the lightning in this game. It's like, it's not like, it's like, and it hits the ground and it just like moves across like it's the hammer of dawn, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's how lightning
oh
works.
my god. And this happens like, it's not like, oh, bad weather hampered us once. Bad weather happens us, I think, 12 times. They're like, we'll be out walking, and it's just like, okay, we need to get to that building. Storm surge, everyone inside! And I'm just like, why do you live on this planet?
It's so
This
loud.
planet
Jesus.
sucks.
Calm down, Adam.
It's just
Yeah.
not very good.
Apparently. Apparently it's not very good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got this sniper. I'm going to try to kill her a different way.
Well, I mean, she's in lockdown because you blew up that
Oh, is
one
she?
guy. Yeah. It said that like 8 times, like, target lockdown.
Oh, she'll go back to where she was. That's fine.
I guess it's just one of those naturally occurring spawning tennis balls, exploding tennis balls.
Forgot I'm still compromised.
Yeah.
Fuck you. There you go. Take that. Yeah. And this guy. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And this guy. Take this.
So,
Yeah. You got anything else to rage out about? Or can we go back to CES?
I don't think so. Anyway, if you're a Gears fan, buy the game because you're a Gears fan for
Well,
some
I already
for
bought
some
it.
fucking reason. But if you're not a Gears fan, I give this a miss because it doesn't do anything new. It doesn't. This isn't. I thought Laura Bailey's character would be interesting, but she's not. She's just not.
Yeah, it was just a paycheck for Laura.
Yeah. I mean, she does a good job, but she's not given anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'd be kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, when like you find out that Anthony Hopkins is in Transformers 5. You're just like, I'm sure he's gonna try and do his damnedest, but like he's not being given anything. Jesus, I think I'm coming down with something.
Good.
Anyway, so
That's good.
What was it? Cesis or whatever?
Yeah,
The-
CES is going on.
Yeah.
Let's save again.
You should get on a Vespa.
You can oil leak some of them. I'm just gonna run into this guy and then blend in. I didn't do that. How evening, sir?
He took his newspaper.
Don't worry about it. I'm just chilling out. So yeah, CES going on, and that's the tech thing. So all the useless gadgets and clutter and crap that you're gonna get for Christmas next year is what's being unveiled now.
Yeah, like the Google car that keeps driving into the stuff.
I thought, well, there's one called like the Fridge Mate or whatever, which is a camera you put in your fridge and it takes pictures of the food you have, and it tells you how I guess it keeps track of. I guess you need to input it manually because they don't want to make it sound like a chore, but I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Uh,
So just put in the barcode of every food item you put.
So
in the
yeah,
fridge.
it keeps track of all the crap in your fridge and tells you to make recipes with it so it doesn't expire or before it goes bad, which I'm sure is a great gift everybody's gonna want Christmas 2017.
Yeah, maybe fuck off with that.
Is there anyone in this fucking tunnel? Yeah, God, fucking damn it, there is.
Just shoot her.
Oh, yeah, it's a guy.
She's just a vagrant.
Oh, I don't have that. No. Alright.
You were noticed.
Is there anybody up there? No, he didn't notice.
Well, it just said crime noticed.
Yeah, but it was him that noticed it. Oh, and this guy as well. Stop noticing it. Alright. Actually, I don't even need this guy's disguise. Why did I... Alright. Wait, no, I need to take him out, though. Forget what I'm doing. Yeah, and they kind of confirmed that wireless Vive thing, which is, yeah, I think came out. They're eyeballing it at 200 when they originally got.
I'm guessing it's gonna run on 3 AAAs.
I don't know what the battery life is like on it.
So
Also, I
special
forgot that guy can notice who I am. But yeah, it 250 I think is what they're selling it for, which is a little steep. I don't know. I might look into it. I apparently it works really great though. There's no noticeable latency and it streams pretty good. It's probably using similar tech to Steam Link. Maybe that's what they were like. Oh, let's put Steam Link on the Vive, because that would make sense. So that's cool. I don't know how much Steam Link costs, but it's probably around the same price. So it's probably just literally a small Steam Link that you put on your top of your head. So that's neat. Now, and and this guy also noticed it. And there we go. Yeah, let's get out of here.
That guy also noticed it.
Oh, God, fucking. Oh, his eye blew out. I've already done. I haven't done this level on Silent Assassin, but I've already done all the other challenges and stuff in it. So I'm obviously not playing it the ideal way right now. I'm just screwing around with it. That stuff's cool though. Things to look forward to. While you got technology going on, I don't really know anything else that CES has been going on.
I'm assuming there's new iPhone coming out or something.
New
like
TVs.
iPhone, what, 8 now or whatever we're on? Yeah, just shit that out. Find some way to make it worse. Take out the fucking earphone jack and put in a stupid proprietary thing. Sorry, go on.
Why is that suspicious? It's just a rubber dog. Don't worry about it. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, you know, usual tech from CES, new phones, new TVs, OLED phones, turbo 4K stuff, Blu-ray, all those kind of nonsense. New car tech, that kind of thing. But moving away from that type of deal. Oh, this guy's looking at me for some reason. We got what do we got moving forward in our sort of niche?
Well,
games and
just speaking
movies.
of CES, they showed some gameplay footage for a game that I probably was excited for.
Great transition topic.
Mass Effect Andromeda, which right now I'm kind of.
You're swaying a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, cause like a lot of stuff I'm hearing about the game, it makes like a lot of stuff I'm liking some stuff and I'm not liking some others. I want to keep an open mind, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's also hard because like Mass Effect is my favorite series, so like it's gonna be hard to please me anyway.
Yeah, it does look. I don't know. I guess it's the marketing and stuff still, but it does look too Call of Duty-ish.
And like the
or
game,
generic Overwatch or whatever.
Like we like I mentioned this last night in the chat that we have, but like the gameplay, the guy who does the gameplay for this for the game, he was terrible. He was like, all right, target's over there.
Yeah. So is it a trailer?
No, it's just gameplay.
Yeah, but is it like gameplay that BioWare released themselves, or is it just like some dude at a booth playing a game?
No, they released it themselves, but it just shows Ryder, I believe his name is, just like
yeah, there's like
chucking around.
Whatever your name is, yeah, your Ryder is your commander name.
Yeah,
your last name or whatever. Stop doing that. So, fuck, I should get that other disguise. Yeah, I'm still sort of on the same positioning on Mass Effect. It's not what I want it to be.
I mean, yeah, but you want it to be Elite Dangerous.
No, I just want it to be slower paced. Like even Andrew agrees because he was like, "Look at how cool the Mass Effect 1 trailer is in comparison, right?" Like,
Yeah.
you look
Oh,
at
you mean specifically this Mass Effect?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because like, the trailer is all like, half of it is some dude zipping around in the menus, like, look at all these cool menus.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
it's
don't
like,
give
oh,
a fuck
man,
about
great.
this. Really don't give a
Look
fuck
at the
about.
GUI.
Yeah, and then there's like, fucking, like, I don't know, I guess they're called biotics in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never really big on that. I don't like that side of Mass Effect at all. And in fact, I never used any of that stuff in my playthroughs because I just forgot it existed. So I just used guns.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get around to the other side, but I need to. I guess I can go in this way. Yeah. So I really don't care much for that side of it, and I wish it was just like a slower paced, more exploration type game, like with you can do your Mass Effect narrative and stuff. I'm not saying it can't be Mass Effect, but be more slow and narrative based, because it's an exploration thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're exploring a galaxy that should be unknown and scary and stuff. It shouldn't be just like Overwatch in space. It doesn't appeal to me at all.
And apparently the main character doesn't have a class like in the other one, so you have access to all the skills, like right from the get. Well, you have access to all potential skills, and I don't know how I feel about that, because on like the one hand, I think that's pretty cool that you have it, like you don't have to specialize anymore. But on the other hand, I don't know. I like the classes. Like I don't know. I'm assuming I can still make my same build, which is shotgun, heavy, heavy assault rifle, and use the biotic charge ability, which is honestly the best thing ever in that game. It's just, and you just
I don't know. I never used it, so I don't know what that is.
But
What
I don't know.
What is it though?
Oh, it's you warp towards a target and just hit them with massive force.
Oh, so
And
like
then you can like follow
push.
up a shot. Yeah, kind of. But like you're literally like jumping towards them.
Oh.
And you're doing like a shit ton of damage. And then you can like follow up with like shotgun, which is pretty cool.
Right on.
So kind of looking forward to that. We'll we'll see how I feel.
Keeping you up.
I am really tired because this is my first week back to work after Christmas break. I'm just tired, yeah.
So
I'm also looking forward
week.
to Christ, I can't think of it now. RE7, not necessarily for the game, but I want to find out more about it. Just like find out like what they're doing, because it was clear that like Capcom was like the head of Capcom was like, all right, we need to. It's like, we need a new idea for Resident Evil 7, and like some guy kicks the door into his office, like, have you played PT? Like, what's PT? And he plays, and he's like, my God, make that! Goes over to his like slaves, like, make that! What better?
Yeah.
And fire Kojima. He doesn't work for us, or fire him.
I wonder if it's gonna get canceled.
It's RE7.
Yeah, just because they did a demo type thing, like I guess it was like a curse because PT got canceled, and the game that was trying to be PT Allison Road or whatever got canceled, and now Resident Evil 7's all like,
Maybe it's good.
we're gonna do that thing.
Yeah. Although, at least, I mean, there's a reason that PT was canceled is because Konami is a dick, and the reason that Allison Road was canceled is because, man, he emptied the fucking clip into you. The reason that Allison Road was canceled is because I think it was mismanaged, the development.
Yeah.
But this is Capcom, which at the very least is a large company that can put a large number of dollars.
I mean, I would have thought Konami could have done the same thing, Adam, but they're
yeah,
all
but that's
idiots.
Konami. Yeah, Konami lost their
are
mind.
idiots.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Can I throw something at this guy? Can I knock him off? No, I can't throw this. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
What else?
Well, one thing that I'm looking forward to that I just heard about today was that Project Cars 2 kind of has a release date. Oh, he got fucked. Well, you don't like Project Cars, Adam?
I'm just, racing games aren't necessarily my thing.
Oh.
But yeah.
You can at least humor me. I humored you about your stupid ass Mass Effect franchise.
All right, go
kidding.
on. What?
Well, Project Cars has been announced for a while. It's been in funding for a long period of time. It's kind of been a thing ever since the first one was officially released, which you could argue is a bit too soon to start a new campaign for another thing.
Yeah.
But I don't really mind because I'm actually in the black for owning Project Cars because
Yeah, we all know.
what?
You friggin' released, or you friggin' bought into the you have access to the stock because you're getting money back.
Well, I didn't buy into that. I backed the game because I wanted to play it because it was at a point in its development where they were releasing weekly builds, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And this game's looking pretty good now. It looks like it's at a relatively stable and playable stage, so I'll back it so I can download this current build. And I did. I think I bought it for. There's a number of tiers. I think there was like a $30 tier, and it went all the way up to like 10 grand. I think I just gave him $60 or 40 euros or 50 euros or whatever it was. And anyway, apparently during that phase of development, that meant you got a certain percentage of their sales.
Ooh.
I never realized that at all. I didn't really understand that. And it's a minuscule percentage, but it's actually pretty cool because I think every 6 months after that, or every long 3-6 months, something like that, I would get 40 euros from Slightly Mad Studios in my PayPal account. And I was like,
That's pretty cool.
what did they send me money by accident? Did they think I refunded the game or something like that? And then I was like reading into it. It's like, no, apparently you just get percentage of sales. So I think I'm after making like $300 off just owning that game, which is way more than the cost of the game.
Obviously, yeah.
So
We have to be in pretty sorry state for video games. They cost $300 a pop.
yeah, so it's like, oh man, Project Cars 2 is coming. I'm gonna back that right now,
Yeah.
so I can make some money.
I want it to fail.
Yeah, so it's yeah, fail, so I lose money. At least you're just buying a game. Then you're just buying a Call of Duty game, wasting money or whatever.
Man.
Whatever game's horrible. So this is apparently coming out in September, or they want it to come out in September. So that's cool. Looking forward to that.
I'm also looking forward to. Speaking of cars that are
Jesus.
kind of you need backing, were games that you can back. Ukulele.
Oh, is it indie?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it is indie, isn't it?
Yep.
In. I thought that was.
By the same, it's by the
I
guys,
know it was like ex-Rare guys or
Yeah.
whatever, but I thought they had an actual studio.
they do, but the studio needs like they're crowdfunding the campaign, or at least the crowdfunded part of it. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
So it's like Shenmue, except not really.
Yeah. And then there's the other game I'm really looking forward to is South Park, the Fractured Butthole.
Fractured Anus.
Yeah. Which because I really like Stick of Truth.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I've heard super positive things about Stick of Truth, and I've seen some gameplay of it. It actually looks really fun. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
We should do a series.
I will play it
Actually,
eventually.
we shouldn't, because it's not really the type of game
It's
that
probably
we do
pretty
well for.
long.
Yeah. It's actually not bad in terms of length. It's not like an epic like story, although the story does get kind of epic. But it's not really a good game for streaming because it's there's a lot of plot that happens.
Oh, all right. Do you want to do that? Yeah,
So,
lots of plot. Oh, God damn it! Where's the outfit where I was the dude?
didn't you leave that way back there, like outside the compound? Do you know what I'm talking about?
When
That
did I-
building that you kept. So you know how you kept climbing up a wall with a big like hole in the top, like off to the right there or north or whatever.
Yeah,
direction?
it's fine. It's fine. I'll lure this guy. Actually, I don't have any coins, do I? Shit. Whatever. We'll just keep screwing around. Yes. So what else? Red Dead is also coming out this year.
Oh yeah.
That's a biggie.
I'm looking forward to hearing more details about that. If I'm being honest, not that I'm looking forward to the game, but I'm also looking forward to more details.
Oh yeah, I think Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh, that's a big globe.
I think Red Dead Redemption was the first game that Rockstar did this with, But when it was in sort of the announcement phase, they didn't really do traditional trailers. They did do a couple of those, like, here's the story and then the announcement type stuff.
Yeah.
But they started also doing like,
I think these are bad guys.
what was that? There's nobody down here.
I mean, very no, but it's very clear, like a command center.
Oh yeah.
So what the hell is that in the corner?
That's a plague doctor outfit.
Ooh, kill him with that.
There's nobody. It's just an outfit. Oh,
kill him looking like that.
Oh god. Well, I'm gonna have to get over to that mountain. I'm trying to do something specific, and I think if I do that, I'll just send her into lockdown. Where the fuck is the door to this thing? It's outside. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so they did like featurettes where they'd have a narrator and explain like the story and how certain elements of the game would work and how it was made and stuff. So like they would talk about how.
Oh, that's cool. I like how you can hide there like as the statue.
Yeah. So you can play video on the screen, and when he comes in, he'll like, oh man, that video's playing. I didn't play that, and then you can sneak up behind him and you stab him with.
I like to have fun.
There's an amputation knife, and then there's a circumcision knife. Yeah. So I guess what I could do is lure this guy in here. Actually, I'm gonna just save here. Yeah, so I hope they do that with Red Dead Redemption 2, so we can see like, here's how the muscles look on the horse in slow motion, and it's like, oh my god, the detail is fucked.
And this is what a horse looks like as it's getting anatomized by a train.
Can
I'm looking forward to Scalebound. I know nobody else is, so that's the only thing I'm gonna say about it.
Dubstep dragon game.
Yeah. Yep. But it's probably gonna suck. So
yeah, I don't know. I'll hold off on that until we hear something other than dubstep about it. Fuck you, the door's supposed to close, piece of shit. Don't you fight back, you bitch. Stop fighting back!
He's like the best guy. He's like, I've been trading for 13 years in an ancient monastery, and you just I love for that to happen, like in a movie. Like we're all we're all in an action movie, all the Pixel Junkies, and then like we're running and we're like running across the gangplank. We see like the ninja dude that works for the bad guy hop down. He just takes out his sword and he's just like, I have been trading every day for the last 30 years. I am the world's most perfect. He like Rory's up on the roof with a sniper rifle, just like
loading his bolt.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you just see his head explode, and then it cuts to Rory pulling the bullet out, and then the flaming shell in slow motion, Zack Snyder style. These guys still know.
Movies. This is gonna be not that great a year for games. Although there are some good games, but I don't feel like there's it's like the best year ever for games. But it seems like it's gonna be a great year for movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks. We got Spider-Man. We got what else? What Marvel movies we got?
Spider-Man.
Is
we
it just
have
Spider-Man?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, right?
Logan, if you count that, which I know you don't. Let's not get into it because you'll be like, X-Men. There's Kong, Skull Island. There's Transformers 5. There's Alien Covenant. There's the new Mummy movie. There's Fast 8 or whatever. Fast 7. Too Fast.
Fate. Fate of the Furious.
Is it? I just assumed it was. I'd like another car, please.
Yeah.
This one probably won't have Paul Walker.
It might have been CG.
No. Oh my god. We got episode 8 coming out.
Yeah, that's my highlight.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's up there for me as well. I like to see a trailer for it at some point.
I mean, you're gonna see that.
Yeah. Can you kill him with the cannon?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Just channeling Tim Allen there, like.
Tim Allen. When did Tim Allen get here?
Oh man. What else? There's a bunch of movies I'm forgetting, I'm sure. But it looks like a good looking year for movies. Oh man. The Power Rangers as well.
Oh, is it? Oh, I don't care about that. That's so stupid. Why do you need a Power Rangers movie?
I don't know.
Why are they making like they're making everything into a movie now?
Like I saw like
in the Emoji Movie, we don't need that.
oh, don't get me started on that.
Like fuck
that
off.
looks so awful. I was looking at the Power like because like I went into Toys R Us to get a toy for it was actually Aaron's Christmas gift, and I saw they had the Megazord toy there. I'm like, that doesn't look anything like the Megazord.
And body found. And she did.
Sweet.
Moving on.
Ooh, destroy the virus. Oh man, you're not even killing him in the Plague Doctor.
Stop thinking it's me.
Put on a shirt.
Take your now bloody suit. I don't think I can take it because I'm considered the same disguise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So good year for movies.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's gonna be a lot of money spent on movies this year.
Yeah, I think there might be a movie coming out like once every. Oh, new Kingsman movie as well, which looks good.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna.
No,
I haven't seen the first one.
It's
so.
good. You should.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. I'm not denying that it's a good film. I just don't really think it's a. Like, there's not a lot of appeal to me about like a teenager assassin.
He's not an assassin though.
Well, whatever he is, it's some sort of James Bond character.
Yeah, but it's a really clever spoof of the James Bond tropes. But it subverts the James Bond tropes, but at the same time, it also does something new. It creates something new with itself while also playing homage to the old classic, spy movies. It's actually a very clever film, much more clever than it has any right to be. Considering the last Mark Miller film that we got was what was it? Wanted to Curve the Bullets. Remember that movie was?
Yeah, is that same guy?
Yeah, it was the same because it's based off a graphic novel, and apparently Kingsman. I haven't read the Kingsman graphic novel, but it's nothing like the movie. So it's probably best that they decided to, not massively copy or not accurately copy the work. Because Mark Miller, he's a good writer, tends to be a bit.
Was that done long before the movie?
I think so. I think like a couple of years.
Because sometimes, like Oblivion, the movie Oblivion, that was coinciding with the graphic novel, and I think the graphic novel was supposed to come out before the film, but the book never came out.
Oh, okay.
So it's a movie based on a graphic novel that never came out. So like, the movie's better. Fuck it, just watch the movie.
Do you think that's what it is?
I think that's what happened.
You guys to see preliminary. I was like, oh man, my thing sucks. It's like, so when can we expect the graphic novel?
He's like drawn. He's like watching the movie. Like, we'll just have this.
He just rips out and starts eating it.
We don't need this.
I wonder what's the maximum amount of paper that a person could eat before dying.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on what paper it is.
I guess.
Is it like that bleach paper?
Like computer paper, like printer paper.
There we go. Got it. Wasn't me.
You need to get in the biplane now.
Could do. There's much more clever ways to
do all this.
To do what I just did, but you can just shoot the virus through the glass. I don't have a fucking key card.
Because viruses, their most hated enemy is bullets. That's why when kids go in with like strep throat, they start shooting them in the lungs. Like.
Well, there's a cool way that you can. There's two ways actually. There's one way where you can get the chick that you're supposed to assassinate, which I killed with a cannon. You can get her. You can basically sneak into that containment cell with the virus in it, and in a hazmat suit, and basically turn the temperature up so that it like starts to go all shitty.
Yeah.
And then you can get her to go in there to check it. So they vent the thing of toxins. So she goes in without a suit, and then you can disable the suit or disable the vent.
Okay.
So that she suffocates and like goes turbo radiation or whatever, and dies. And then so you can destroy the virus and her at the same time, or you can shoot a stalactite on it above the box, and it just goes through the thing and destroys the box.
Rocks, the second most dangerous weapon to use against a virus. That's why you're always beating kids to death with rocks in the hospital.
Yeah, I mean that's what they give you when they say, maybe you gotta give you a
Wolverine
flu shot, and then they shoot a stalactite into you. Yeah, it's Wolverine. Sounds like Troy Baker, though. I've never looked it up, so I don't know who it is.
He looks kind of like Sabretooth, if I'm honest. He's like, bring me Wolverine!
Yeah, I don't know the story. I'm very late to the game on this because I didn't play Hitman when it was released. I just got it for Christmas. Yeah. But I'm assuming the story here is he's like maybe the guy they cloned Hitman on, or he's he's an older clone of Hitman, and he's just like rebelling against the agency now.
It's Agent 27, please.
I don't know.
Or Agent 47.
Interesting story. It'd be kind of cool if in like the next game or the next season of Hitman, you gotta like defeat the original you or something.
That'd be cool.
Because then it's like, do I kill the original me or do I let me live?
Do I kill the original?
Well, if you found out that you were a clone of you,
yeah,
and the real you was somewhere else, and you were then forced to kill that person, would you?
Well, like, how am I being forced?
Well, I don't know. You're just in a situation where he's going to kill you or you're going to kill him.
Oh, well, I'll kill him then.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
so you would kill the original you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go out of my way to kill him.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I mean.
If he's just like, leave me alone, I'm like, okay, whatever. I like the idea of being in a game and like the main rival in the game is not actually part of the game. So like the main rival in this is Sabretooth looking for Wolverine. He's like, where's Wolverine? He's just like, well, I don't know what that is. He's just like rampaging. He was like, stop him. It was like, we don't know what Wolverine is.
Different series, dude. Jeez.
It's like, oh,
what?
Geez,
I'm
so he like opens
so
up, he opens up a door like and the like just leaves the game. He's like, bye.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun with this game, going through and getting all the challenges and
Masked
stuff.
vampires?
Yeah, I haven't done that one yet. There's a vampire suit in the attic of this place, and you got to go around and do a bunch of challenges as the vampire. I think it's I don't know if that was like a Halloween thing they added on, because they also added on a Christmas thing for this level where you can go around as Santa and kill everybody.
Ho ho ho!
It's pretty funny.
I was playing
doing some of that stuff.
Battlefront the other day, like the new one, and me and Sandy were doing the the wave missions, the horde mode, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I just like, all right, which gun am I gonna use? I don't know like any of them, so I'm like, this one because it has a high rate of fire, and it's the most like brutal sounding gun ever. It's like, like his gun's like, and mine's like. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's always great when guns sound real meaty in games.
But there's I think Battlefront sounds great, except for Darth Vader. Why couldn't they get James Earl Jones to do the voice?
Well,
whatever, because they could be like you'll be in the game and then you'll like they'll be like, Lord Vader's coming in, and it's just like,
so you mean in
excellent. You have destroyed the Rebel Alliance once and for all.
You mean in Battle? Yeah, okay. So you said Battlefront, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard Battlefield. Yeah. Okay.
I meant Battlefront. If I said
I might have just heard Battlefield.
But why didn't they get James Earl Jones? Like, is he busy?
Does it sound bad?
Yeah, it sounds really bad. It doesn't sound like him at all. It's like, do your best Darth Vader.
I don't know. She's a rebel and a traitor.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Okay. Like, at least put like some sort of filter over it or something.
Yeah,
like
it's like, she's a rebel and a traitor. Take her away. And it's just like, it's not Darth Vader at all.
Yeah.
It's the problem with having to do with a really distinctive
You could
voice.
argue that he doesn't even sound like Darth Vader in Rogue One, because James Earl Jones is like 200 now. Yeah, he's like, Krennic, you must not offend Grandma Tarkin. I'm not old. I'll be young in the next one.
Well, I think he does sound like Darth Vader, though. But I mean,
he
can
does.
modulate the voice.
He does sound like Darth Vader. He just sounds old. It's evident. It's
really?
the same. Yeah, it's the same as.
I didn't know that at all.
Oh.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations.
It's. I don't know. I guess it's just James Earl Jones' voice, but
but you're telling me in a world of 7 billion people, they couldn't find one person to that could. If they couldn't get James Earl Jones, they can't find one person to like that has a good impression of him. Not one person out there has a good impression.
I would
of
assume
Darth
that you got to find somebody who's associated with SAG or whatever, or someone who's part of that whole thing. You can't just give me like you're just walking down the street like, hey, do Darth Vader. Nope. You do Darth Vader.
Yeah,
nope.
but it's Disney. You know?
I don't know.
And
I guess
it's EA and Disney, two of the biggest fucking corporations out there, and they didn't have the cojones to fork up the money for either James Earl Jones or a dude who sounds enough like him that I'm not like trying to tear my ears off whenever I hear his voice.
maybe he refused. Maybe they're
But
like
why,
James.
though?
I don't know. Maybe James.
He's done Darth Vader and everything else.
Yeah, but
Almost
has he
everything else.
done Darth Vader in other games though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did Darth Vader in I'm pretty sure he did Darth Vader in all the Force Awakens games.
Oh.
Just don't get me started on them. Let me check.
Well,
before
I
come
suppose
across my ass.
arguably, the guy was complaining about this. If they did use James Earl Jones, why couldn't they get him for Battlefront? And if they didn't use James Earl Jones, why didn't they get the guy who did it in those games?
Yeah, because he sounded all right in that.
Get out of the
By
menu.
Force Awakens, I mean the Force Unleashed.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. I know some voice actors are great at impersonating things. Like there was the Trials on Tatooine VR demo. Han Solo's in it, and it's not voiced by Harrison Ford. It sounds like young Han Solo.
Yeah.
Because he does sound old in The Force Awakens. But whoever they got to do it sounds just like Harrison Ford,
Yeah,
like when he was young.
It is possible.
It's like, man, that's really good. I mean, it's a disembodied voice, but it sounds just
okay. So
like
no,
the
he
guy.
wasn't. James Earl Jones wasn't in the Force Unleashed, but it was some dude named Matt Sloan. Get him to do it. He was
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, true that. Interesting enough. I guess we'll wrap this up here.
Funny enough, Matt Sloan is I know what he's from. He's from this series called Chad Vader, Day Shift Manager, and it's about Darth Vader's brother.
Chad Vader.
Yeah, who just runs like a Walgreens or like a grocery store, but he's only the assistant manager, and so he's just like Darth.
That's
He
so
has all the
stupid.
powers of Darth Vader, but none of the menace. It's actually really funny.
Does it sound like him?
It's all right.
It does sound like the original guy in the headset.
It sounds all right.
Well, who was the guy in the suit?
David Prowse.
Yeah, like David Prowse. And he's like, "Oh man, that's not me. I sound awful." I mean, I'm sure you've seen those videos,
Yeah,
right?
I have, yeah. I actually think
There's
it's
a
cool.
regular trying to take away. Like, oh man, so menacing.
But here's the thing: he thought that they were gonna go with his voice. He was not.
Were they?
Yeah, he was. Apparently, he was not told that they were gonna go with James Earl Jones, and so he brought his kids to the movie. He was like, "That's Daddy in that big suit," and it wasn't him. I mean, it was, but they didn't
Well,
use his
and-
voice. It's like,
I mean-
Dad, you sound really weird. He was like, "Yeah."
In all the things that I've seen, people talk about how they weren't sure if what they were going to do for his voice. Because I remember there's an interview where a guy said, like, "Is this him? Is this Darth? Like, are we going to use this?" And it's like they weren't sure at the time, so maybe they just never told him. But I suppose, really, I mean, we're wrapping up now, but I'm only realizing this now. We haven't talked about Rogue One yet. What we thought
Oh
about it.
yeah. So we should probably talk about that.
Do it very quickly. I think it's gotten kind of a mixed reception, really.
I
Which
don't
is
understand, which I liked it. Let's throw that out there. What'd you think of it, Aaron?
Oh, I absolutely loved it.
I thought it was great.
I will say that it is my favorite Star Wars film. After thinking about it for a long time and seeing it a second time, I enjoyed it much more the second time. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
There's a couple scenes in there where my heart was in my throat, and it's like, this is the most excited I've ever been watching a film.
Yeah, like even watching it the second time, I was like getting worried for the characters, and like I know what happens to all the characters, and I'm just like I'm
Yeah.
still getting worried for them and that kind of stuff. But I will say I really like the movie, but I do like the gripes I've heard about it. I understand them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, it is my favorite Star Wars film. I don't think it's the best Star Wars film.
So it's your
those
favorite.
two very different. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite. I think
Okay.
Episode 5 is still the best. I think this one's shortcomings in that because it's kind of standalone and it's a very niche story. If you don't understand Star Wars, a lot of this movie isn't really going to have much of an impact on you, and the characters don't stick around, so it's not even really that lasting. And a lot of the complaints that I hear from people, I guess, who aren't massive Star Wars fans, are that the characters, you don't really get too attached to them, and people are like, "Oh, well, you don't get attached to them because they're supposed to die at the end of the movie, or they're not going to be in the next film. So why would you need to get attached to these characters?" Like, well, that's valid. It's also kind of weak, but as far as I'm concerned, I think the characters were introduced properly because you get a little sliver, a little nugget of backstory. Like, this is what this character does. This is where they're from. This is what they did. Then it throws them into this universe, and I think that's a good way of doing it because you don't want to cement these characters too deeply into the lore, because then in the next film it's like, well, why does nobody mention them again?
Yeah.
So that type of thing is I think they did it just the right amount of
I mean,
embedded.
I'm trying not to spoil things here, but like considering what happens to the majority of these characters, I'm really glad it wasn't like the crew of the Ghosts from Rebels, because then you have like all the fans from that series, and they're like, "Oh man, I can't wait to see all these characters in a big screen production," and then that happens, and you're like, "Oh, I guess we got that to look forward to in the future." Although they do actually bring it. It ties into the lore of the series really well, I find, because there's
It does.
You can
It bridges
see
a lot of stuff.
You can see the Ghost from Rebels in a couple of scenes, and they say like General Syndulla report to I don't know the maintenance deck or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking cameo, and then like other stuff
Syndulla,
too.
of course, being the name of one of the characters from Rebels.
Yeah. And I just feel like it ties into the universe in small ways, but ways that really help. They must be getting their clues from the guys who are doing the Marvel movies on how to like build a world kind of thing. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, because they mention things that were either supposed to be significant in previous movies, or and it ended up not being, or things that have been mentioned in lore but were never seen in films, like There's a scene with Vader's castle on
Mustafa.
Mustafa, or whatever, Malaysia or whatever. So it's like and it's kind of a really a throwaway establishing shot.
Imagine on Malaysia, like the door. I was like, "Quick, close the door! Don't let the bugs get in." It's like the door's like, "Close the door! The bugs are getting in."
It's really a throwaway establishing shot that you see that.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that they did it. I like it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
blow these up. Blow them up. Explode. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just start beating people to death with a hammer.
That's not, not twisted in any way. Oh, I'm getting
I was gonna say, are you getting attacked with a sword? Sounds like some dude pulled out a sword. No, not Weiss. From Ruby.
Yeah, really though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the film.
I honestly think it's a very it's a good film. If you're looking for like great like super memorable characters, there's kind of one. It's the droid. But beyond that, they're not bad, but there's not a lot of substance.
Well, that's a similar complaint. Is like these characters don't have arcs. It's like, well, I mean, that's one, they didn't want to spend. I'm really glad they didn't spend 90 minutes of the film here's the origin story. Here's these useless characters never going to see again. Here's their story.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if you look at like episode 5, almost nobody has an arc in that either.
No. But they have an arc over the anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
an arc isn't necessary. Everybody's like, all characters have to have an arc. No, you just have to. Some characters don't have to. I thought that was Jared Leto for a second with his green hair. He's like, that'd be so funny. Just the joke, just like you're about to assassinate the guy, saying,
Oh man, you taking pictures? Let me just get in here.
Anyway, but I mean, as long as they're as long as they're like the characters are written well enough, you know what I mean.
I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't mind open fire on a group of people. That's cool.
And that's the same with these characters. None of them have arcs, but they're all still well written.
They're very, very subtle arcs. If you really read into the plot,
yeah,
they're not like they started out as a bad guy and now they're a good guy. Like very obvious flips.
Yeah.
But they're very small like realizations or epiphanies these characters have.
But I think the best part of the movie for me is it's a Garth Edwards film, and I've seen all 3 of his films now. And he's a visually extraordinarily striking director. Like everybody's like, Michael Bay is the best person for spectacle in Hollywood. Not anymore. Because, I mean, Garth Edwards, if you don't know, also did Godzilla. And say what you want about Godzilla, that was a visually amazing film.
Yeah.
We're coming to your life on the fashion show. Just a ball.
Yeah, honestly, I think moving forward with episode 8 and 9 and the Han Solo films and all the other side story things they do, the biggest thing I'm going to miss about those films, because I know it's not going to be part of it, is Gareth Edwards' cinematic view of things.
Yeah, because there's a scene where they're on one of the planets, and it's in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling anything, but there's AT-ATs start attacking, or technically AT-ACTs, and they, like, you just hear, like, it, like, you don't even see them at first, you just hear it.
Yeah.
like distinctive that I'm not doing well,
Yeah.
but whatever. Walk. Yeah. And you hear that, and then you see like mist, and you just see like the glimpse of one through the mist, and then you see it come through, and it's massive, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and
that
just starts
was
like
great.
wrecking shit. There's like, and then suddenly there's 8 of them, and they're just like, and the rebels are all like, fall back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool how they approach very similar subjects in this film from completely different ways. Because a lot of the things in the like in 5 where Luke is like, let's take them down with the toll cable, that type of thing.
Yeah.
You think they'd be like, oh well, they'll do something similar in this because
Yeah.
it's obvious. But in this, they're like, they approach things in different ways to make it tie in with the other films in a
Yeah.
much more sensible, logical fashion.
I will also say the end of this movie, the very last scene of this movie, is absolutely the best scene in any Star Wars film.
Oh yeah.
I had an audible, pleasurable reaction to that.
oh,
Yeah, like
just over the super loud orchestral music playing, you just hear
it wasn't that. It was just more like
oh.
But yeah, it was pretty darn
You got a
good.
tissue?
I still think Episode 5 is my favorite and the best, but this is certainly a word like it's a good beginning to the Star Wars stories, if that makes sense. Like I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm really looking forward to the Boba Fett one because I really want Boba Fett to be a
Boba Fett.
The name Boba Fett.
Bubba, like from bubblegum shrimp.
Boba Fett. I'm really looking forward to the Boba Fett movie because I'm pretty sure that I wanted
fried shrimp.
Boba Fett to be a like a western, like a really western style movie where he's this like kind of like
Toy
unnamed
shrimp.
like lawman. He's gonna die. Oh man, it's a good time to reload. So yeah. Anyway, we should probably clue up now.
Probably.
So yeah, our recommendation is to go see Rogue One.
Yeah, even if you heard otherwise, the end of the film is worth the price of the admission.
But the rest of the film is good too.
Oh yeah, the rest of the film is top notch, but the end of the film is like fuck yes.
I'll also say there's a character death in this film, and I'm not gonna say who it is, and it's the most brutal character death I've ever seen.
That's
in a
Obi-Wan,
film.
right?
Oh yeah. He's just like a chainsaw, like right up, like. Actually, it's Marcus from Gears of War. It's like my fucking tomatoes.
They should change Obi-Wan's scream in Episode 4 to my fucking tomatoes, and then all the sand people run away.
Anyway, I'm starting to die here, so we can.
That's fine. Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
And we'll see you next week
for episode 98.
Episode 100.
Oh!
And that's when we will do our year in review show. So we'll talk about our favorite and least favorite things of the year. And
see, I don't really feel
stuff.
like it's gonna be a memorable podcast unless we get 3
No, it
fucking
won't.
idiots on it. So we'll
No,
see
it
what we
won't.
can do.
it won't. That can be a memorable podcast. Never is.
No,
You'll forget about
unless we
this
get
one.
3 idiots on it.
Oh, unless.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
This is the joke, and this is Aaron's head. It was
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you'd say unless.
Anyway.
Hang on.
Bye.